Alright, so Harry, can you please state your name and age?
Yes, Harry Berger. I'm 20 years old.
When you think about yourself as a little kid, how would you describe yourself?
I would say I got pretty lucky. Ever since I can remember, I've known what I love to do and what I wanted to do with my life. I've always wanted to move and inspire people like my favorite films moved and inspired me.
Ready! Oh my gosh, this is awesome! Whoa, whoa! Are you okay?
As I've grown older, I've noticed lots of people doing things they didn't seem so passionate about. I'm a firm believer that we should always do what makes us happy, and to never lose that inner sense of child we all have within us. When you were a kid, all you were concerned with was having fun. You dreamed of the simplest but most complex things, and you'd be okay with just being a gardener. But as I've grown older, and at school, I've seen so many people studying things just to study it, not because it's what they want to study. Why is this? Why do our dreams as kids change as we grow older? Why aren't people chasing after their wildest dreams? Because if not now, when?
When you think about yourself as a little kid, how would you describe yourself?
I feel like as a little kid, I was always like,
As a kid, I was definitely a little shy. I was afraid to go to other people's houses and kind of just kept to myself.
I think I was always very creative. It's definitely always causing trouble. I was always asking questions, still do.
I feel like as a little kid, I was always like very outgoing and like energetic, like over the top energetic, like very extroverted, loved being with friends, like spending time with my family, like definitely a people person as a kid, and I would still say I am, but yeah, like creative, stuff like that, yeah.
Do you remember what your dream was as a kid, what your dream job was, or what you wanted to do when you grew up?
Yeah, when I was in second grade, we had a project. We had to write down our aspirations, and I wanted to do a few things. I wanted to be a ninja, but I also wanted to be a bartender. So I would be a bartender at night, and then a ninja during the day.
For as long as I can remember, like I've always wanted to be a doctor, which I feel like is like the typical kid thing. But along with that, like a lot of my experience growing up was like injuries in sports. So like all of those experiences were also like something that I was like, wow, this is really cool. Like I want to do what these doctors are doing to me. Like so I was like pretty interested in orthopedics and stuff, and like or maybe PT, but something in the medical field that involved like helping people. So yeah.
Yeah, as a kid, my dream was always to be a rapper. I used to have this game on my Wii called DJ Rap Star where I would rap into a microphone by myself, and that was always a dream that definitely did not come to fruition.
No, it's changed. Definitely. I mean, I'd love to be a ninja, but I don't think it's practical. And the bartending, I don't think it would be lucrative enough to really support me in the future.
No, so it's definitely totally altered. Not until recently did I realize that I am not like once I started taking the actual classes that require you to be a doctor, I was like I was good at it, like I would get through it, but it wasn't something that was interesting to me. Like I wasn't going to class excited to learn about a cell or to learn about like how the body moves and stuff. Like I was good at it, but I just didn't really care about it.
No, my dream has definitely changed a lot.
Why?
Just growing older, I've changed my interest and changed my likes.
Do you regret not going after that dream you had as a kid?
No, I do not because I don't think I would have been very successful with it.
What are you currently majoring in?
Russian language and political science.
Majoring in Spanish.
And is that something did you start as a Spanish major?
No, I started as a bio major and then a Spanish minor. Now I'm a Spanish major and I'm going to do a psych minor.
What are you currently majoring in?
My current major is economics, and I'm minoring in political science.
If you could do anything today, what would it be and why?
So now I'm really interested in health psychology. So this summer I interned at a infectious disease clinics. But what was really interesting to me was like they would talk about their physical issues for like 5 minutes, and the rest of the conversation would be all about their mental health issues. Like for me, like that connection was so much more powerful and so much more intriguing to me.
If you could do anything today, what would it be and why?
I'd be an NBA player.
If I could do anything today at this moment, it would be to compete in a major CrossFit competition, because in the past year or so I've been training as much as possible to get to a level where I can compete at a professional level.
Would that little kid want to do that?
Probably not.
And then going back to that little kid, is this something you think like a little Abby would want to be doing?
Oh yeah, like I love connecting with people and like making relationships, and that was a part of me that I think I would lose if I was to just go into the medical field and be a doctor or something. So I think that like looking back, like my childhood self would be really proud and really excited for what's to come, hopefully.
Are you currently happy with what you're doing and what you're studying?
It's interesting. Recently, not so much. I'm kind of bored with political science. It was interesting at first. I think I would have rather done, statistics or, film studies. I wish I had done something more creative. Because, when I was a kid, I loved to, play with Legos. It was like my favorite thing. But yeah, if I had to switch, if I got to push the button and go back to freshman year and change, I probably would.
Once you felt like you got to that point, why didn't you decide to switch?
Yeah, it was just too late. It just wouldn't work out. But I think that I'll have many opportunities in the future to kind of change paths, and I don't think that what you're thinking one day is a definite path forever. So
I would say I am happy. There's nothing that I'm really missing.
What about with like your CrossFit goals? Would you say you're happy with that?
I'm very happy with my CrossFit goals. The goal until the end of college is to make it to the CrossFit Games, which is the highest competition of CrossFit. And then after college, that dream might die off a little bit just because of financial reasons.
What makes you so passionate about that?
Just the community that I'm surrounded with when I'm there is very motivating and supportive. And it really gives me something that I'm good at outside of the norm.
Do you think your childhood self would be proud of you now?
yeah, I think so. I think, yeah, probably.
I think he would be.
Oh yeah, like very proud that I'm not only that like I'm doing something that makes me happy, but that I'm not sticking by the the rules or like the guidelines. Like I've always been I have one thing in mind and I'll do it. Like I only applied to one college, which was Union. I've always been like, this is what I want, so I'm gonna do this. But I've never been able to break free and be like, it's okay to do other things. And I finally am, and I think that my childhood self would be really proud about that.
And then, do you feel like you've grown up, or do you still feel like a kid?
No, I definitely think I've grown up. My expectations just about life and the future have changed. Since being in college, probably been more flexible, just with where my path takes me, and kind of open to more things. When I was a kid, I probably had a lot of expectations of what I wanted to do and who I wanted to be, and I think I've had a better time just kind of letting that go and kind of exploring more. So